Adding a TIG welder has always been something I've wanted to do. The idea of being able to weld different materials had opened up my curiosity. After learning how to use the machine, it deserved a home.
Alright, so in today's video, we're actually going to take this cart that I made for my MIG machine and add a second machine to it. This is the Latch Tig 200. I'm pretty excited to use it, but you can see right now, it's just sitting right underneath my table. Not really optimal for the space that's here. So right now I can actually make it fit by putting it underneath, but after designing this cart and using it for a while, I figured having it at the bottom is not the most optimal location. And we're also gonna add a second tank, so I also need to modify the back piece on how the tank is held in now to allow for 2 tanks. With that out of the way, let's get into building this thing. So let's take another closer look. So I also have to move this base down, and that new machine there will fit right there. So you can see I'm also gonna taper it as well. My only concern is, we go back here, is after I put the 2 tanks in, I just gotta make sure that it clears the gas hose. So you can see right now it's set up for 1 tank. So I'll have to take this piece here, move it over here, and also take this piece here and move it over here. And I may need to brace the bottom as well. So we'll see how that goes. So you can see how it all is coming together. Right now, I lowered the bottom rack, but you can see this TIG welder is a little bit long and as far as the depth, and I gotta make sure I clear the power cable and the gas line from hitting the tank. So that's why I had to shift it up so it didn't kink against the tank. So I don't know how I like this right now. It kind of sticks out a little bit from here to here. So I'll probably end up cutting this here and making an extension maybe. We'll see how that turns out. Or I might just leave it as is. And right now I just got the tank just bungee cord, just trying to get a feel for the location, how close I want the tanks to sit with one another. I think I like where it sits right now. Just gotta build the back piece here, the back latch to hold the tank in place. But yeah, it's coming together.
One thing that annoyed me was the loose and excess cable from the foot pedal. Let's take care of that real quick. For TIG welding steels, I grabbed my favorite setup for my size 17 torch. Next was to make the bracket for the tubes used to store the filler rods. I had a drill press, but it was too fast for the 2-inch hole saw. The mag drill came to the rescue, and I love this tool. Since the tube was about 50 thou over, I grabbed my die grinder to open it up. To make the tube a one-hand operation, I used a 1/4-inch washer to lock in the base from twisting as I turned the tube cap. After some touch-up paint, it was time to put everything back together. To keep my filler rod size organized, I 3D printed this part to act as a divider. And that is what I modified from my previous cart to fit both machines. I'll link to the previous cart build here if you missed it.
Alright, so that pretty much covers the welding cart build for dual machines, Mig and Tig. You can see when I designed it, I tried to include every feature to make it super organized while keeping it compact, just because I got limited space in my home garage. That's always the goal, is to design everything with intent. And if you guys decide you want to build something like this, I'll leave a link in the description for the PDF plans. You know, purchasing it actually helps me with the channel, helps me create content like this for you guys. But other than that, if you guys learned something new, if you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comment. But other than that, that's it for me today. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.